Okay, continuing with the red motor, we got to install our seals into our lower seal crankcase housing. Here's the old ones, and here's the new ones. Part number for the, this is the, okay, so here's the seal. This one goes in like that, and this one goes in like that. Okay, there's two of them in the 90, there's two of them from 83 and up, give or take. And then the below ones, there's only the one. So this one's going to go in first. Like I said, this part number, so the lower seal, the smaller seal that is from leg motor facing up is 321788. And I have no idea what the part number is on the other one because the packaging's upstairs that I already threw away. But I checked BRP parts catalog for everything above like 69. And all the motors below, go to marineengine.com. You get most of your part numbers that way. So I think I showed it. I don't think I showed them coming out, but you can use gasket sealing compound or black. Two options for the outside. I like this stuff. I don't know why. This stuff works as well. You don't even technically need either or. You just put a very thin coat on the outside or into the housing. So like we said, this new one's going to be facing like that, and this one's going to be facing like that. Let's put it this way, when I pulled it out of the motor, that's how they were facing. This was facing this way. This one was facing that way. That's how I pulled them out. And I cleaned up the inside a little bit. It looks pretty flush. And that's the, oh, is that the outer ring part number? 321881. So I think they call them, there's an upper and a lower. One of them's 321881. And the other one is 321788. I believe the upper is the 88 and the lower, I don't know, don't quote me, just find out. We're still waiting for my powerhead base gasket. In the meantime, what I wanted to show was now the bottom of the exhaust tube is ready. That rubber piece was busted up, and this is very expensive. It was like 30 bucks just for a stupid rubber thing I could have made myself, probably with RTV. But trying to do everything right, and I don't know which way it goes. I would put the flat side in so that the exhaust can have this nice rounded edge to rest whatever it's supposed to be sealing. Then, in the meantime, we also picked up a new rubber grommet. Here's what the old one looked like. It's still on the water tube. See how I got that lip there? So I'm thinking that when they put it on, they didn't put it on straight. And that's what they were left with. Huh. I have no idea. I have no idea how this goes. This is how it's supposed to go. And that makes a little bit of sense, but it doesn't look like it fits in there. Huh. Does kind of fit awkwardly like that. I don't think it's right. I want to clear up some confusion on my part, not anybody else's, about the seals in this one versus the seals in the others. There's a couple good videos online from my guys, Brandon's Garage and OM Fishing, just rebuilt, but they're rebuilding older ones. This is an 88 model. And I didn't see it in their videos, but not to their fault. They just weren't working on that specific motor. So, what I want to clear up, because I couldn't tell, was the seals. There's two of them, okay? And normally, if you can see that inner seal is facing like this, okay? And the outer seal is facing like this. In the older motors, you'd want this. There's only one, and it's like it would go like this. It would be like this. On my motor, and I'll show where I'm looking, the inner seal is like this, and the outer one's like this. You'd think maybe both of them go like this. It's not the case. And here's the parts diagram from my motor. This is straight from BRP Parts Catalog on an 88.9.9. Okay. Here is the diagram. There is the seal bearing carrier, and there's the seals. You can see the upper one, the larger one, flat side up, and the inner one, the spring is facing out. Okay? So that's that. Next, confusion fixer. The water tube grommet. Okay. Now, their motors, one of them had two, this one has one, and the grommet comes like this. And I can fit it on here both ways. If I fit it on like this and put it through the tube, put it through the exhaust housing, it sits flat and flush with the base, like that. Alright, and I wasn't sure if that's how it's supposed to go. The other way, flipping it around, this thinner part actually fit inside this hole here. It was sticking up through here, and it fit kind of in that hole. So I don't know which way it goes. I still don't. What we're going to do is we're going to also go off the parts catalog. And I hope this is right. We're going to go by the parts catalog that shows the lip of the grommet, the littler section facing down, the way I have it installed currently. Okay, that's how we're gonna run it. And you just stick it in the housing, and it's gonna lay flush. And the other question I have is I don't know how it's supposed to be angled. I'm going to assume it goes out because it's this lip here is supposed to brace it, so I'm going to assume they want you to go out like this. Alright, but see, now you can see it's flat and it's flush, so I'm a little worried. The gasket's going to go in between this. It's going to go like that, and the gasket's going to be in between that rubber surface. I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. And there is a lip inside that tube. You can see there's a little lip here. there's a lip in there to catch what looks like this grommet. But I'm not going to find a YouTube video on it, and Google. I could probably hit the iBoats forums, but that's it. That's how we're going to install that. So next we need is our gasket, and then once the gasket's on, we can put on our exhaust like so. And then once our exhaust is on, we can assemble our carburetor, put the carb on, see if she runs and fires. Looks good, baby. After a quick YouTube fresher, we want to find what bolts went in these areas. There's 3 bolts with washers, and they've got the thin top, and you got what looked like lower unit / mounting bolts to the power head. They look all the same. So those go there. I also wanted to see if anybody put anything around this edge here. And Brandon's Garage puts, oh God, go check the video. I can't remember now. It's RTV2 or something like that, 4, 2. I don't, what do I have? We're going to use the black. Use the old ultra black. Maximum oil resistance. It's got to be high heat. That's what I'm looking for. It's got to be high heat. This doesn't have it. Son of an animal mother. Should work quite nicely. What I'm trying to get to. Get this power head on. Oh boy. Got my fuel line tucked over here out of the way. Not listening. That's okay. And then the hardest part is lining up this water tube. Anyhow. Oh, it doesn't spin on me. I don't want to touch the sealant. I don't want to bend the pole. Oh, there we go. Motor mount. Okay. Definitely don't want to break my gasket. Who can see anything? Not I. I think we're on. Looks like we're good. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna throw a couple bolt holes in there. This set, a couple are a little longer. Those are supposedly in the back. And as always, bolt pattern. 2 middles. Cross pattern on the ouches. Middle. I'm getting them snug. Not over tightening yet. Snug. Pick a corner. Opposite corner. Same side corner. Opposite corner.
do it 2 or 3 times.
Alright, she's on. Washer nut for the 4 mounts. Retie this ground the strap, hook the fuel line up, put the carb back on, put the pull start back on. Our new carb. Oh, new carburetor. Lower unit, that'd be nice. And we'll get her back in the barrel. Okay, y'all, here is the key that was in the motor, which the footage is gone, and I apologize. When you don't put the flywheel nut on, the flywheel pops up and breaks stuff. So we sheared a smidge off the flywheel key. We had to pull that out. And there's the new one. It's not that bad, but I thought it was worth noting. And a gap there, so we want to make sure we have a full flywheel kill gripping that flywheel. So taking this out was easy. Just hit it with a punch. And it's a half moon, so it'll rock its way. You go hit it with a punch this way, hit it with that, and rock it, and then just kick it all the way out. I'll put the new one in. Okay, getting out the flywheel key. I've said it before. Say it again. Every time you'll see me use this punch set. Harbor Freight. Solid steel. Hasn't broken on me yet. I've used it numerous times. Just hit the key here. Hit it, and it'll moon out. And I'm just going to put the new one in. I don't even know how it goes in, but we'll hammer that sucker in flat, and we'll have a nice new flywheel key. Now, interesting fun fact. I've never installed a flywheel key before. So you can keep hammering it in. I guess maybe that's a mark to say go in further than that. But, you know, I've seen them, when I take them off the motors, I see them out this far. So theoretically, you can bury this thing as far as it'll go, and it'll be a little lip. But you can play with it, I think. You can go in as far as you want. I could tap it in. I think I'll tap it in a scotch more just to make sure that mark's behind that lip. Ow. See, this side, it's in a little bit further. But I kind of like it out that little bit, so it grips the flywheel in nice and solid. But just to give you a heads up, looks like you can play with it a little bit. Hey guys, so that is it for the red motor. We've tightened up the grounds, lower units on. Unfortunately, it's a real crap-tastic day in New Jersey, and I was not able to get the red motor in the barrel. However, that will be coming very shortly, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, thanks for checking me out. As always, sub up, and I will see you in the next video.